Uh, just getting together. I decided to put together a little video rather than trying to just describe this stuff. It's tough to follow anyway. A video is worth 1,000 words. These are the basic components that I was using for uh, uh, the table drive. Cordless screwdriver from Harbor Freight for $9.99, rechargeable one. Took it apart. There's screws underneath these labels, by the way, if you're doing that. Took it apart, removed the battery, because I'm not going to count on it to hold a charge. This is the normal charging port that's on it, and even the cable I cut from the charger that came with it. That charger does not have enough amperage to drive the thing. It's a 6-volt charger, but it's not, again, it's not adequate to actually run the motor. So I picked up a 6-volt with a lot more oomph at the Goodwill from an old Casio video display or something. But it is actually a regulated power supply, which I was a little surprised at, but I wasn't worried about the regulated supply. But it's a 6-volt power supply. And then I made up a little speed control box so I can adjust the feed rate. That's using a little pulse width modulating board, 2-amp board, and a double pull, double throw switch so that you have a high-speed bypass for your reverse, rapid reverse on the table travel. And I say reverse, whichever direction you're going. The control of the unit, it's forward and reverse is right here on the trigger. Forward, reverse. And the speed control now. Here we go. See how we can set the speed at all the way up to full. Okay, so we adjust our speed. We get what we think we want. Here it is engaging. This is a 6mm regular socket head bolt, 6mm thread, 5mm hex. Minor modifications there, threaded into the hand wheel at the very end. This engages this, drops in. There you go. You've got here. I'll do a lower speed. You've got your nice low speed. Speed it up. You finally find a setting you like. You're running at that. You get to the end of travel. You can hit this and rapid reverse. Wrap it out. Finish that travel. Go back to your preset controlled speed. And once you're in rapid, actually, it's your trigger that determines which way you go. But now you can go back to that. Same thing as over here. You got table feed in either one. Okay, so there you go. That's the gist of it, though, and that works pretty slick. The other item was the vacuum adapter. This is made from a regular 1.5" ABS pipe coupling. That's the coupling as it comes, standard length. This is an ABS piece of plate that I had laying around with the texture. Not important that it's textured, and but that it's ABS. So with regular MEK, you flow them together. The adapters that come with the shop vacs, too, at least on these, and I suspect on all will be, but it's ABS also. So it all solvent welds beautifully with just regular MEK or your regular model type glue. But and I just used the MEK, flowed them together. These 4 holes, we can put number 4 screw, would go through them, or pieces of all thread, or I think I'm going to wind up with an elastic type thing. This is not the final. I've not actually run this piece yet. But the gist of it, this hole aligns to this hub, or aligns the device to that hub. Swing it on, bring these up. In this case, this is comical, but the rubber band I'm just using to hold it up, give you the gist of how it goes. But it hangs up in place like so. Come around here. This has it shooting off at about a 45. That I think is the position I'll use it in. I may cut these off later, may leave them, but I can go on in any quadrant right now. And once I've used it, I'll know which way I like it. But yeah, this piece of adapter piece is cut from the hose that comes with the shop vac. The hose slips on it without any adapters on the hose. The hose goes onto this. It was ovaled using in hot water, boiling water on the stove. Gets it warm enough that I could tweak it and oval it. And then as far as the opening, just hand ground it out. All right. Oh, and when this is on, if you look under here, it puts it perfectly flush with the collet nut. So you have the full length of the cutter, but you're as close as you can get to it. So that's the gist of that. And I think that'll work pretty nicely. I have not actually run this yet. Like I said, this isn't completed. I think I might try some O-ring cord on this so that it works in much the same fashion, but a little more robust. But that's that. And then while we're here, here's I don't know if you'd care to ever put digital scales on, but I've done that. On your X and Y, there you can see them here. That's the head here. Turn these on. You see, we're getting at the travel point, you find your 0, you set 0, and then anywhere you go from there, it's direct reading on the table. So lashing the nut doesn't matter. Same here and same here. Now the mountings, this one's attached up there. If you want to come over here, get a shot under there a little bit. These are the adapters for this one here. And then the Z is up here. You can see them going there. But those are very handy. I really like them. And they travel the whole thing. You don't have to count turns. You know, just watch your digitals. But okay, that's about it for now. And catch you later.